A lot of people think we need to invent things to change things, when actually a lot of the answers are under our noses. We can just use the tools and ingredients at hand in a different way, and we could work in balanced, no-waste supply chains. I love working in the textile industry, but I also love the opportunity to do the best thing at every stage for both the people and the product. What does it look like if we put a supply chain together that could be as low impact as possible with all those principles of ethics and circularity? And hence the Mud to Marle project was born.
Mud to Marle is an exciting new project that we've done as part of the Country Road Climate Fund. What we've been able to do is show that you can create a low impact textile. We've done this by taking a waste wool fibre. They are typically shorter, and because they're shorter, they're no good for the worsted spinning process. By tweaking the appropriate processes, we can reduce its environmental footprint and create something that's really special for fashion designers.
Mud to Marle project is exciting. It's really unique in that this is a 100% onshore Australian fabric created from Australian cotton, Australian wool, Australian manufacturers that are using dyes. Then we're spinning it onshore, which doesn't happen these days, then coming back to us and we're weaving it into a finished fabric.
That's why having Country Road as partners in this project is so important to its success. The combination of design and engineering and partnerships to bring all of that together so that we can create great products.
LoomTex is uniquely positioned in that we have our own on-site lab, and in the lab we can do a lot of development, and that's been key to this Mud to Marle project, in that the dye selection has really come from dyes that have the least impact in the environment.
Mud to Marle, the project, is bringing together wool and cotton and the properties of both. Wool and cotton are both incredible natural fibres that we grow here in Australia, but we don't often put them together, and there's reasons for that. They're quite different to process. We've got an opportunity to use the waste wool that's a little bit shorter, and so therefore they're deemed as a next grade down. The wool that is easier to process with cotton actually comes from more waste, and it's muddier. And the marl, because that is what we create when we blend two things together, but we dye one of them, so we get a melange effect, which is this yarn that's a combination of dyeing just the wool and not the cotton. So marl is what we're going to get from the project.
One of the unique things that we've done with Mud to Marle is to dye the wool and blend that with undyed cotton.
So the benefits of doing this is by dyeing just the wool, it's a lower impact process to dye wool than cotton.
This creates not only a saving in cost, but it's an environmental footprint because we're reducing that by 1/3. We're really excited to see the depths of shades that we're able to achieve, and this enables fashion designers to work with this range of colours to create some really exciting garments.
The value of blending wool and cotton, what's innovative, really now it's looking at all of the benefits of that combination that maybe weren't acknowledged in the past, but also the opportunity to be super low impact is valuable now. When we engineer for low impact, it's considering the whole system rather than just one part of it. So essentially this is systems engineering as opposed to product engineering.
One of the biggest benefits of this project has been the relationship that we've built with Michelle Wool. We initially were going to use wool from New South Wales, but due to the small volume we had, processing was going to be an issue. We started a relationship with Michelle Wool, and they were able to supply us what we needed, and this has gone on to become a research project on their Equals product.
If we can lower the carbon footprint, if we can work together, if we can assess the energy impact of creating fabric, the recyclability, the end of life, this project allows us to step back and ask all of the questions, inquire into what all of these facets and all of the data, what does it mean, and then make intelligent movements going forward with our next steps.
We can do all the work in the world to make a low impact product, but unless the product is something beautiful that people want to wear, enjoy wearing and can look after and is going to last, it's all for nothing. So the design factor is massive, it's difficult to account for, but if we don't work together with designers as well as engineers, we're not going to get that zero waste system. And that's what engineering for low impact is. It's engineering thinking about every stage and how they work together.
For LoomTex, this has been a great discovery both on a product development standpoint, but also in a culmination of collaboration between industry partners that are here. It's really exciting to be able to share ideas and then collaborate further on future projects.
So when you put all that effort in, you get something worth it out, and hopefully something that's lovely too.